We're now going to assemble the lid that we just made the connection between the female and male with the silicone seal between and the Teflon tubing between the two. Very secure, very tight. Now first thing you do is attach the diffuser to the connector here. So we do that and make sure it's good and tight. Please note, this is glass. If you bang it against this glass, it'll break, so be careful as you install it. Before we put this in the tank, let's slip our hose clamp over the jug, and then carefully put this in. You want to line up your cork in line with the spigot. These brackets are fairly snug right now. Having them snug and facing perpendicular to the tangent is the easiest way to install it. You start with the back side and you just gently slip the edge of the bracket over the edge of the jar, one at a time. Come back from the back first, and then it goes all the way down. If it impinges on the, so it literally engages the jar, and make sure that the bracket is free, and then go down all the way. So it's now down all the way. Again, confirming that our cork in line with the spigot. The band wants to be halfway between two, and then we start snugging it up. It's quite loose right now, so we're going to quite a few spins here. Just to get it snug, not tight, just snug enough that it's going to hold things in place. So it's a little bit movable, it's not real tight. Now, in order to tighten this up, we need to loosen each one of the nuts off the bolts so that the brackets can come down, because we want this band ultimately to be below this glass ridge here, or at or below it. So let's go ahead and loosen each one of those nuts. Probably a good rule of thumb would be to have it so that they're right at the top of the bolt. And you'll see the reason for having this, so that we can slip down each one of the brackets below the ridge of the glass there. Okay, we're almost there. So now what happens, you can watch this bracket, well, if you press it down, it goes down further. And you do each one of them down. Some are tight, all the way around. So now the brackets are down as far as they can. You can see now we're starting to see the ridge of glass here. Now we can go back in and snug this up with the proper tool. Snug it up so that it's going to not only engage the brackets, but it's going to be below that glass ridge, and I just press it down all the way around. Now, we want to make sure all the brackets are vertical. Not vertical, so let's move that over. If it's too tight, loosen it up a little bit so you can make it vertical. Looks good. Alright. Now we can snug it up some more till it's pretty tight there. About finger and thumb, about all the tightness you need. Now we go back and tighten the nuts, tighten the bracket, and we do it reverse, opposite corners. So we're pulling the top down to the silicone seal. Not real tight, just tight enough to hold it down firmly. Then after you go all the way around opposite corners, then I go back and just a little bit turn until each one is equally tight. As you tighten it, the next one will get a little loose. It's just the thumb and finger tightness, not very tight at all. Just thumb and finger, and making sure it's right the same amount all the way around. Okay. So now you're all ready to go. You've got your cork is in line with your spigot, your destructor here. Now you connect the tubing that goes to the ozone generator. It goes from here, attach here through the back of the refrigerator. Do not put the male attachment onto it until you go through the refrigerator and put the silicone sleeve in its place, and then connect it, put the attachment on there, and then connect it to the generator.